when it comes to social media, right? Especially when it comes to guys, and they see your pictures on Instagram and they see your videos on Snapchat, they want to see that when they see you in real life, you look exactly the same as you do in those pictures and videos. What's the reaction you get when people see you in real life?
People actually think I look better in real life than I look on Instagram. And they actually always tell me that I look like I look on Instagram. So,
Do people think you look thicker in person, thinner, taller,
people think
shorter?
I look thinner in person and shorter. But I'm not one of those people who is always on Instagram, glammed up all the time. I show a lot of pictures of me, like when I come from the gym, a lot of pictures when I don't have on any makeup. So it's not like when they see me, if they see me out and I don't have on makeup, if they see me out and my hair is not done to a T, like they're like, oh my God, there goes G.I. Jane and she looks nothing like what I saw on Instagram. You know what I look like. You don't see me around the clock.
Now, what's your opinion of social media these days, in general speaking?
Social media is different. Social media to me is good and bad, but you have to know how to use it. So social media could be a great marketing tool for a lot of different things.
Has it played a role in your success?
I definitely feel like it played a role, but I feel like I was popping before Instagram came about. So, and that's really the social media handle that I use the most. So,
now when it comes to social media, what's your biggest pet peeve with it? What bothers you the most about it, if anything, at this point?
I don't like people who do not actually, they get on social media and they form these little judgments of you, but they don't actually read. It's kind of like when you post a picture and then you have this caption and somebody says something about the picture, but they didn't read the caption. It's like, do you read?
Now, how do you deal with negative or hateful comments online?
Oh, block, delete, ASAP. I don't got time. It used to be a time and period where I would actually sit there and go back and forth, but I don't have the energy for that.
Clap back?
No time.
How does someone get blocked?
Saying something negative to me, period.
What about somebody saying something constructive, constructive criticism? Might not be positive, but it's not a demeaning thing.
I mean, everybody's open to their opinion about anything. I'm not gonna, just block you because you gave me, something that you thought. But if you coming for me,
so you could spot the difference.
I know the difference.
Now, what about when it comes to blocking? Have you ever unblocked somebody? Have you ever let somebody back into general population? Or not?
There's people that I've wanted to block, but I haven't, just simply because I want you to see me glow. So they don't get a block. You get to stay there and stuff.
What about death threats? Has it ever gotten that bad with negativity where you've received a death threat through social media?
I've never received a death threat. I think the most crazy thing I probably received that probably turned me off to somebody is like somebody said something racist or maybe if somebody just says something that relates to like something personal to me, in regards to me and my health or anything like that. Or, if you just pass a judgment on me that I'm just not really feeling.
What about stalkers? Has anybody ever crossed that imaginary boundary between internet and real life?
Stalking, it's kind of hard to say if somebody's stalking when it comes to me because since I do the celebrity bartender thing and since I do travel, I really want my followers to come see me. I want them to engage with me. So I can't sit here and say, oh, you popped up at my club. You stalking me. I want you here. Anyway, spend your money with me, too.
Yeah, but you know the difference between normal people seeing you and somebody just a little fond of you and just doing extra things that a normal person's not doing.
I mean, I understand that, but I've never had anybody pop up any place extra that I didn't want them. Like, nobody pops up at the grocery store when I'm there. And it's like, oh, I seen you just post yours at the grocery store, so I pulled up. No.
Have you ever been, and I noticed with some models and stuff like that, some people have been disabled, like with their Instagram profiles. Some people have been hacked. Has that happened to you?
That has happened to me. This is actually like my 10th Instagram.
Being hacked or being disabled, people reporting your page,
like
maybe
this,
on some...
This page I have now, this is the 10th one I've had from them being shut down previously. From people reporting photos or anything that nature, just being a hater.
So you lose your gram and you have to start all over. There's no way of getting your old Instagram back.
There's no way. It's gone forever.
Ever thought of creating a backup page?
I have thought about that. I'm actually going to do that.
I know some, models and popular people do that as well, just in case.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to do that.
10th, literally your 10th Instagram? No
My
exaggeration.
10th.
Is this the most followers you've had, or have you had a bigger
Um,
following before?
I think this is the most at one time, but I mean, if I had to collectively put my pages together, of course not.
Yeah.
But at one time, I could say, because this is the one that I've had the longest for now. So I've had this one for a few years now.
I've seen some celebrities deactivate their account, reactivate, terminate their account.
I didn't even know you could deactivate and reactivate.
Yes, some people have. Has it ever gotten to the point for you on any of your social media platforms where you've had to deactivate, where the hate's gotten so bad that...
I think I had that issue at one point in time with Facebook, but that's probably because Facebook is really usually based around wherever you're from. And like I said, Ohio is kind of like, it's nothing to do there, so it's full of haters.
I see. But never terminated an account.
I don't think you could terminate. I thought you just can deactivate. I didn't know you could terminate it.
Yeah, some people can delete a profile and it's gone.
Well, they need to teach me how, because if I would have known, I probably would have did that back then.
But you still have your Facebook?
No, I have a Facebook fan page now, which is Miss G.I. Jane.
No personal Facebook anymore. Have you ever taken a break from social media? I've heard some people take a detox. Some people have fasted for 45 days. I've interviewed somebody.
Those might be people who have really bad social media problems. I don't feel like I have an issue like that. And so, I mean, I might have times where I might post less or something like that, but I've never had to take a detox or a fast.
Are you on Snapchat?
I do have a Snapchat, which is I am G.I. Jane. You guys go add me on there.
And that's different from your Instagram profile.
That's different. My Instagram is Miss G.I. Jane, MRS G.I. Jane.
Now, how often do you post on Snap these days?
Rarely. I'm trying to get back into it, but they always have all these different updates on all these different social medias that I can never keep up with. Instagram is the one that is most compatible to me, so I stick with it. All those other ones, I kind of just hop on, hop off. Even my Twitter, I just had to remake another one. I had an old one, but I kind of lost the password. That's Miss G.I. Jane as well. I'm always G.I. Jane.
Do you check your messages on Snapchat or no?
I have so many of them that I tried to, little by little. But by the time I get to the ones that I probably would have wanted to see anyway, it's gone.
I see, yeah. Now, Instagram has installed some new features that are similar to other platforms, like Instagram Stories, which is very similar to Snapchat.
I like it.
So you use it, I assume.
I use it.
Why use Instagram Stories over Snap? Is it just easier?
It's just on my favorite social media right now, which is Instagram, so I rock with that.
You seeing more people interact with your stuff on Instagram Stories versus your Snapchat?
No, I used to actually have a lot going on my Snapchat, but I just feel like Snapchat is way more impersonal, so I prefer
I
Instagram.
see. When you do post stuff on your Snapchat and your Instagram Stories, are they totally different? Or are you maybe downloading what you posted on Snap and re-uploading it on Instagram Stories?
Sometimes I do that, but sometimes it's different.
Okay, just curious on that. What about Instagram Live, which is something very similar that Periscope does?
Well, I never got into Periscope, but Instagram Live, I tried it a couple of times, but it really doesn't click for me because, most of the time people are doing so much on there that I can't really compete. So I just tend to stay away from that. That's not my avenue.
So you don't really jump on there?
I don't.
When you have jumped on there, what's been the most unique location you've Instagram Lived from?
Probably my bathroom. Maybe while I'm getting ready for work.
Now, you mentioned Twitter. With all these different social media changes, right, happening recently, do you think Twitter can still survive? You said you just started a new Twitter.
Yeah, I just started a new one, but...
Are you active on it at all or no?
Yeah, I have stuff on my Twitter. But I don't know. I don't know how long Twitter gonna be holding on.
Are your parents on social media?
No, not at all. Not at all. And I'm glad.
Now, one other thing that's happened in the social media world recently, Bow Wow recently posted a picture, right? Saying he was doing a travel press run, and he posted a picture of a private jet. but somebody had snapped him on a commercial jet. He was in first class on a commercial jet.
I heard about that.
So he was caught with that, and that's not the first time he's kind of fibbed on social media. He's done 2 other instances where
don't give Bow Wow a hard time. He's from Ohio. Don't
but he's had 2 other instances where he's done something similar. How often do you see this with guys, and they post something, but it's not really what's going on?
All the time. My favorite is the guys who post me. They big bags of money, and then they come in the club and they're like, I can't tip you. And I'm like, dang, I thought you was like rolling. Like, what's going on?
Have you checked somebody like that? Like, is that something you say in your head, or do you say like?
It's probably something I say in my head. I try to have the best bar side manner with my customers. Sometimes they push me, but no, I let it be. I rest my case.
How often do you think that happens? And maybe not even just guys, just people in general on social media kind of fronting. Like they're doing certain things or having certain things, but
that's
it's
what
not
social
really.
media is. It's a lot of fronting nowadays. So it's happening more so than not.
Could you put a percentage on it?
From
your experiences, which you've seen, maybe people you've known or people that you know of, where they post certain things and it's not really legit.
On nobody, but I would say about 75% of the people on there are kind of like being extra. So.
You see this changing anytime soon? You think people are going to own up to what they got going on?
It's just going to get worse and worse and worse.